Alrighty. Everybody file in, file in. We haven't had any sleep, so let's see how this goes. We're doing bad Game Boy games. And what's most interesting about this list is that I couldn't find notes for all of these. So we're going to do the ones that I found notes on first. And then move on to the rest. Yes, Karen, I'll say Game Gear's next at the end. So, original Game Boy, man. I still remember what it was like to be in Toys R Us and stuff as a kid, seeing all those boxes. Oh, whoa, hey, whoa. Well, how about that, huh? It was so bad we had to burn it twice. Anyway, let's talk about Alien vs. Predator, the last of his clan, for the original Game Boy. The thing that'll stick out most to anybody who's seen the movies is that the game really doesn't follow the movie at all. Whoever made the game took way too much liberty with the source material. And, I misspelled a word, but it's not like you can see that. But it has very boring and unengaging gameplay. Very unimpressive environments. Unexceptional graphics. And, perhaps one of the biggest, gameplay issues, you can't jump and attack. Now, that's just unforgivable. You should always be able to jump and attack in video games. And to this day, they still make games where you can't. I don't understand that. There we go. Bro to Zach, what's going on? Am I doing some Phantasy Star 4? Yeah! I'm going to be doing the Phantasy Star 4 custom party mod right after this Little Inferno video. So, let's move on to Chase Headquarters. Ugh. I think this is the right one. It's Friday, you're excited to stream for the weekend. That's what's up. What can I use to signify that this is really short? Okay, you're gonna beat Unformed on Sunday? And the game definitely looked challenging. Might beat Snowboarding Kids 2 tonight or tomorrow. Oh, didn't see that one. Alright, so let's talk about this. Chase Headquarters, or Chase HQ. Oh, you just downloaded it? That's what's up. So let's see. Chase HQ is a driving game, as you may have noticed from the box art. But apparently it's very, very short. There's like only 5 levels and they're like 2 minutes apiece. Because they're timed. So you either, you know, as long as you're actually somewhat decent, you could probably beat the whole game in 15 minutes. And you'd probably be really, really mad that you know, bought this Game Boy game for like, you know, 20, 30, 40 bucks, however much it would have been. And you finished it in 15 minutes. And the game has no replay value to speak of. It has very inappropriate music for what you would consider a car chase game. Because basically you're like a cop who has to chase down crooks. And it just has very repetitive gameplay and environments. You know, almost like Flintstones, how they constantly use the same background or driving scenes and stuff like that. And in a lot of cartoons. Kaplow. And the Phantasy Star 4 playthrough is going to be with a small twist. Because I'm going to be changing up the party at set intervals. Alright. Next one out of those who I found. Here we go. Game Boy Gallery. So let's just find all some generic, I guess, fun stuff. Sure. And a sports ball. There we go. Let's talk about this game. Now, I had to dig for this one a little bit because most of the search results when I typed in Game Boy Gallery brought up Game & Watch Gallery, which is a different game, but apparently better than this because it wasn't on the list. But it's, yeah, like it says, it's 5 games in one. And they're just as stupid as the box art makes it look. It's a whole bunch of like mini games. That's really all it is. It was a bunch of mini games packaged as a full game. And the only real sense of playing it is to get a high score, but the game doesn't save. So there's no point in doing anything. Unless back then you were the type of person to take a picture of your Game Boy to prove that, you know, what your high score was. So, that's really all the notes I have on this. I wish I had more technical data on this, but that's what was available. See, it's hard to dig up info on games that were around before the internet. And it's much harder to get ones on games that were around before the internet that are also extremely forgettable. You know, because a lot of websites, there's websites out there that will review retro games. And generally, they'll review like the classics and really, really good games. You'll find, you know, you look up the original Legend of Zelda, you'll find 5,000 reviews on it. Like, that are from, like, the modern age. Because, you know, people can keep going back to it. You think it's the portable version of Action 52? I don't know about that, but, ugh. If the games are as anywhere near dysfunctional as the Action 52 games, then, well, we'll call this one Action 5. But, where was I? Yeah. Hard to find reviews on some of these games that are just... Then there's other games that were bad, but I guess developed such a reputation that people would also come back to them. So that you find reviews on those bad games too. But then there's certain games that fit just into that threshold of not good enough to be remembered, but not bad enough to be infamous. And this game falls into the butt crack of, you know, gaming history. Though not quite as far as some of the others on the list that I couldn't even find info on. So let's burn the hell out of this. Gotta get the money. Uncle Scrooge's money. Chipped of the Necro Dancer. I like this. Wait a second. Did I forget to change the title on this? Yes, I did. Oh well. I'll have to go back and change it after. You're at work, so you'll pop in and out. Alright, man. Try to have fun at work. Lethal Weapon. Next game. I'm probably losing viewers who think I'm playing Phantasy Star 4 and instead I'm doing this. Bummer. But let's talk about Lethal Weapon. Alright, let's talk about Lethal Weapon. Great movie, from what I hear. I mean, it spawned a whole bunch of sequels, and apparently Lethal Weapon 5 is getting made. This game suffered from really bad music. Bad collision or hit detection. Like its Nintendo or NES counterpart, you walk off screen to switch between Riggs and Murtaugh. That's it. You walk off the left side of the screen. And otherwise, just overall flawed mechanics. Just unfun to play. Just bottom of the barrel. And here's our screen for walking off the screen. Dadgummit. Ugh. All right. And now what we're going to do is bring out the other games that I couldn't find any notes on. What did the toast mean? Nothing really. I just felt like putting it in there. But really, you know, flawed mechanics, and you refer, you know, if something's not working correctly, sometimes you refer to it as a toaster. So it was somewhere in that neighborhood. So let's talk about these games. So, we have Spider-Man 2, FIFA International Soccer, Centipede, Top Gun Guts and Glory, Winter Olympic Games, Lillehammer 94, I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly, and Super Chase HQ. So, I dug for notes on these games. All I could find was very, for some of them, limited, like, user reviews that were very undescriptive and unhelpful. You know, it was mostly just tongue-in-cheek, like, oh, this game sucks, I can't believe I wasted money on this, and blah, it's just not fun. You know, nothing really technical. Like, Spider-Man 2 I tried to find, but all I found was, like, notes on the Spider-Man 2, like, PS2 game. Or PS3, whichever one it was. I didn't even pay that close attention because it wasn't what I was looking for. And then some of these games, like, they had reviews on the websites, but they were in German. So I was like, what? Like, that doesn't help. One of them was published by LJN. Yes, Spider-Man, of course. And then I tried to look up Super Chase HQ. It brought up Chase HQ instead. Let's see. Oh yeah, Centipede was a huge problem, because, like, Centipede has been ported to so many different platforms and stuff. But, I mean, people have played Centipede. I mean, Centipede's been around for, like, 40 years. Maybe longer. I mean, we all know what Centipede is like. But I guess the Game Boy port of it was just really bad and just woeful and not a worthy copy of the arcade classic. I guess because Centipede was just made to be played with a trackball. So that's it. If anybody else has any comments on the games that I had no info on, feel free to drop them in the YouTube comments. So for now, that's going to do it for that. Next up is Game Gear. That's going to be coming on Monday, so look forward to that. So now I'm going to be taking a short break, and I'll be coming back with Phantasy Star 4 Custom Party Mod. So everybody, hang tight. Don't go too far. But if I don't see you again, until the next one, I'll see you then. And I'm sorry, I haven't had any sleep, so forgive me if I'm sort of stumbling over my words. Aiden Cornwell, hello. It crumbled like a hotel in Vegas, huh? Yeah, it sure did. Where was I? Yeah, you got here right at the end of today's Little Inferno video, Aiden, but don't worry, I'll be coming back in, I don't know, half an hour, 45 minutes, something like that, with Phantasy Star 4 Custom Party Mod with a twist. We'll be spinning the wheel to see who the party is, or see what the party is, I should say. So, don't go too far. I'm going to get me a little something to eat, and try to wake up some more, and I'll be back with that. So, everybody,